couple of months ago, I had conversations with several people who had jobs, but were considering making a change because they didn't like remote work or how their job duties had changed as a result of the pandemic. Are you considering a career change? If so, stay tuned. I'll tell you how the job market has changed and what you need to consider about a job search during the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. For the best job search and career advice, please hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly, a career coach and professional development specialist. I've worked with thousands of job seekers during some really difficult times. I remember some of the challenges clients of mine encountered after September 11th, during the SARS outbreak, and of course, who can forget the global financial crisis? But coronavirus is different. Nevertheless, many of the tactics I've advised my clients to use during these past economic downturns are applicable to the current situation. So I'm going to share them with you today. Right now, I have a lot of people asking me whether it's a good time to make a career change. That really depends on your situation. If you need a job because you've been furloughed or can't continue in your current position for some reason, then you might consider searching for a new role. Just remember, competition is tough and the market is flooded with applicants eager to obtain new roles. If you have a job that is relatively secure, you may want to consider waiting it out and dealing with whatever less than ideal working conditions you're in, at least for a little while until things improve. With that being said, if you need a job, now is probably not the time to look for your dream job. Instead, look for a role that will sustain you and pay the bills. It's better to have money in the short term than to be out of work for an extended period of time because you're single-mindedly searching for that perfect fit. Be creative and consider alternative options. Jobs are always changing. Keep an open mind and be flexible. I saw on LinkedIn that a contact of mine who lost her position as a social media marketing manager, she applied for a position as a candle maker. She got the job despite having no experience. Shortly after she was hired, yes, she was working primarily as a candle maker, but she is now spending a few hours a week helping out the marketing team. In the future, when a position opens up in marketing, you can bet she will be the first person they consider. If you decide to pursue other employment, keep in mind that business is uncertain for many employers right now. While interviews may be happening, a lot of organizations are taking longer than normal to hire. If you get an interview, be persistent. Now, don't be annoying and pester the recruiter daily, but follow up from time to time and remind them you are still interested. Many companies are dealing with temporary hiring freezes, so you want them to consider you first when they are finally given the go-ahead to hire again. Many companies fear another lockdown may be around the corner, or they are suffering from inconsistent income. As a result, some employers are hesitant to take on full-time employees. This is understandable. You may not be able to obtain a full-time position immediately, but don't be afraid to consider contract work. You could also work as a freelancer on Fiverr or Upwork. There have never been so many short-term contract positions available as there are right now. That's because employers need help, but they don't want to commit to full-time employees if they aren't confident they'll be able to use them long-term. If you're considering a career change, there are a few things you need to remember. Not every industry is hiring. Some industries, such as tourism, entertainment, restaurants, bars, and other recreational facilities are doing limited, or in some cases, no business right now. If you're considering a job in these sectors, now is probably not the best time to do it. Instead, look at essential services and support jobs. It takes a while to become a registered nurse, so while healthcare is a high demand field at the moment, it will take a while to prepare yourself for that job. However, hospitals need customer service representatives right now. Call center jobs, postal workers, transportation, delivery drivers, all of these types of positions are being hired at the moment. There are two final things to consider with regard to changing jobs during a pandemic. Number one, the vast majority of interviews are taking place virtually. Keep in mind the same protocol stands for an in-person interview. Dress professionally, take a shower, sit in a chair. Yes, this seems like common sense, but common sense isn't always so common. And finally, don't forget to network. Revise your LinkedIn profile and spend some time on the platform posting, getting to know people, and reconnecting with former colleagues and companies of interest to you. There are lots of Facebook groups that post jobs in specific industries or geographic areas. And of course, catch up with whoever you haven't spoken to in a while, whether they be college friends, former supervisors, your old softball team. Revive those relationships. After all, you never know what could come from those conversations. I hope this video has left you with some ideas regarding how to pursue your job search during this challenging pandemic. If you have other comments or suggestions, I would love to hear them. Please leave a comment below. If you need some assistance with your job search and application, I have lots of free resources to help you improve your resume, write a cover letter, prepare for a job interview, and much more. Look for links to those resources in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in joining a community of job seekers and people looking to advance their careers, like yourself, I have a Facebook group where I share advice related to all aspects of the job search process and career development. Join the Facebook group using the link below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.